welcome. I'm Anne-Marie and welcome to our city homestead. It's day 2 of our 1940s days and today we are baking brownies. Let me just set my tea down. We are making the economy recipes for Canada's Housoldiers cookbook, and this one's by the Canadian Starch Company. And this one has all kinds of recipes that use cornstarch, corn syrup, and mazola oil. So yeah, it was really neat to try a recipe, and we tried the brownies and they are absolutely delicious. We did modify the recipe a little bit just because we didn't want to waste all of our sugar rations. So we changed the sugar and the corn syrup, and instead of using the baker's chocolate, like the squares, because it requires 2 ounces, we did cocoa instead. And it has a great chocolate flavor. It's not bitter or anything. It's not overly sweet, but because we did decrease the sugar, it's not bitter. It has a really nice chocolate flavor. It's soft and moist. It's tender and kind of almost cake-like. I cooked it at 350 and I cooked it for 25 minutes. The recipe said 35. I am so glad I did not do that. They would have been like burnt and chewy and not good, but these are so good. They're tender. As you can see, they're kind of cakey. It does use like cake or pastry flour, this recipe, and we sifted everything. And I don't know if you can see, but it's just so moist, so good. For a 1940s recipe, especially using rations, it is really good. We did have to use one of our eggs, so one of us had to give that up. And then myself and my one daughter, we split the sugar, so that way we just took some sugar from each of our rations. And it turned out great. I was so impressed. I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out, but as we mixed the batter, it was so smooth and really nice. So yeah, I am really impressed. So hard to show you, but it's really, really good. And I would definitely make these again. Oh, and I was thinking about adding icing, and we're looking at the different icing recipes in the cookbook. Let me just set that there for a second. And there's a few different ones, but most of them require an egg, which we thought was kind of weird. And you cook the majority of these icing recipes out of here as well. And we thought we would try it first. And actually, the brownies are really good. You don't even need the icing. They're sweet enough without being overly sweet, not bitter. I had my brownie with some strawberries, and that was really good, but you could always serve it with some whipped cream if you like, or like creme fraiche or clotted cream. You could do that too. That would be really good. And yeah, or just whip up some whipped cream, put a little bit of cocoa in there, some vanilla, so you can have like a chocolate whipped cream. That would be good too. And yeah, they're actually really good. They kind of remind me of, you know, the little store-bought round brownies that you get in a tub. They kind of remind me of that. They're really, really good. So I highly recommend this recipe. It was a great 1940s recipe. We are going to share that with you right now. So let's get cooking. you'll like that recipe. Like I said, super easy to make and it tastes delicious. It'll be definitely one of your family favorites. It's ours too. And yeah, we can hardly wait to try it without being on rations and see the difference between how we modified the recipe to the original. And if you try this recipe, let us know in the comments what you think of it. Thanks again for joining us. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye, everyone.